Hello everyone. Welcome to TechSpot. My name is Anushman, Java trainer, 5+ years of IT experience. This is the Advanced Java Session 6. Today's session, our agenda is what are the immutable class, how we can create an immutable class, then what is object class, and what are the all method present inside an object class, then what is the finalized method, what is a garbage collectors, and what are the interdependency between the garbage collector and finalize method we will see in today's session. So let's start with what is an immutable class. So immutable class in Java basically. So an immutable class in Java is a class whose object cannot be modified once they has been created. Means once you have created the immutable class, then its object cannot be modify, alter, or change. In other words, object that is a state means field of the object remain constant throughout its lifetime after construction. The key characteristics of the immutable class is the class is declared final means while creating a class, we are creating public class A default class, okay, public or default. But here we will create the class the public final class A. In this means we are creating final class, okay. All the fields are private and final means whatever fields we created, variables and everything, we will make it private and final, okay. And we will not provide setter so that no one can access and set the value. We will only use the getter to get the value, and all the initialization is basically done with the help of a constructor, okay. So in this way we are the creating a immutable class in Java. So let me go through the, this is a class, okay, that is a public class. For creating an immutable class, what you have to do, first you have to make a final class. You can write final public class A, okay. We have make the final public class, then make a variable in private and final means like here I want to create variable like private final int age is a one variable, okay. Sim int age, okay. Similarly, we can create private final string uh, string name, okay. Now what? Now I will get constructor that is a public constructor A. Here I will pass this value that is a int age comma string name, okay, and curly braces. Then this dot name sorry, this dot age equal to age, initializing the variable, and this dot name equal to name, initializing the variable, okay. And this way we have created a final class and variable we have made as a private and final, and initialize the variable with the help of a constructor, okay. Now we will what we will have to create the get method. We will not use here setter because with the help of setter anyone can set the value that we do not want, okay. So we will create only a set method. Set method means like public int only get method, public int get age, first is age, okay. How we will get a return age, okay. Similarly we can like public string, one name is the string, get name, and you can pass, you can return return name, okay. And this way we are getting, and write the value inside the, you can a1 equal to new a, and here you can pass one, age is 10, name is Anush. In this way, we are basically creating an immutable class in our Java. Okay. So this is basically immutable class. Okay. Then as Java application. So this is basically an immutable class. So, okay. Now, because there is no print statement, so you will not get any output. Okay. This is a immutable class. In this way, we are creating an immutable class. Now, second is object class in Java. So object is basically a supermost class. Okay. In Java, object class is the root, a supermost class of all the classes. Okay. Every class in Java implicitly extend java.lang.object. Okay. Every class in Java basically inherit the property from the object class. Object class is supermost class, and then all our class are the subclass. Okay. Or child class. So why object class is basically important? Because it provides common methods like toString method to convert into string, equals method for comparison, hashCode means converting into hash string, okay, etc., which are inherited by every Java class. Okay, so every class which we will basically creating it inherit the properties of the object where we have toString method, hashCode method, equals method. Okay, different all the method which we have seen basically come from the object class. Okay, help it also help in polymorphism. You can write the generic code using the object type. Okay, yes, it is true. Base it is the base for the collections concept, array concept, and all over concept which we basically see in OOPs. Okay, so that is basically an object class in our Java. So common method which are present in object class are like we have toString method, return the string object basically, equals method, comparison of the two object, hashCode method, return the hashcode of the object. Then we have clone method, get class method, finalize method, wait, notify. All this method basically present inside the object class. Okay, which we have seen in previous classes. Basically, somewhere it has been created. So where it has been created? It has been created in object class. Okay. Now, what is a garbage collector? Okay. So a garbage collector and finalize method are interrelated. Let me explain why it is interrelated. So Java has an automatic memory management system. The garbage collector is a part of this system. Okay. The garbage collector automatically free the memory by destroying the objects that are no longer reachable or no longer in use in the program. So you do not need to manually delete the object in Java, unlike the C and C++. Okay. So what does GC, that is a garbage collector, GC is a short form of the garbage collector. How does garbage collector work? When an object is no longer has any reference, it become eligible for garbage collection. GC runs automatically in the background, and but you can request its using. Okay, you can also create a program to run the garbage collector. Okay, but it automatically runs in background. Okay, so how it is basically runs. So we have one method that is called finalize method. Finalize method is basically present inside the object class of Java, calls just before. So what happened? The finalize is a method from the object class that Java calls just before destroying an object. Okay, it's like giving an object a last chance to clean up, yeah, close the resources. It is so finalized is depreciated since Java 9 and removed in Java 18. Okay, this may interview may ask, so you can answer this. Prefer using try catch with resources or manual resource handling instead. Okay, so this is the way of using the finalize method. So let me show you here. This is a public class. Remove this, remove this, remove this. Okay, So the finalize method present inside the object class. Garbage collector logic implementation is basically done inside a. Remember this point. Garbage collector logic implementation is done in a finalized method. So I am showing you the uh, program of how the garbage collector system.gc basically help us in running the garbage collector or with the help of finalized method. So public class A that will extend extend object class. Okay, I am extending the object class. Okay, now what I will do, I will create a one finalized method. So protect protected void finalize finalize, then return something. This is a like return. This I created a method with the name finalized. Okay, this is returning something that is a finalized method. Now I am creating a main method here. Okay, and a1 object of a class equal to new here. Okay, now I will write a1 equal to null. A1 equal to null means null object will be stored, and system.gc is basically a method which help us in calling the finalize method system.gc. So s by stem system.gc is a method which help us to run the finalize method. Means this is basically calling the finalize method. Okay, this will help us to run the finalize method. So basically we have write a1 equal to null means null value will stored in the a1 reference value. So if we do not write a1 equal to null, then it will not point anything because a1 reference variable is in contact with the object. But if I break the contact with the a1 by writing a1 equal to null, then the garbage collector come in the force and print the value. Okay, understand? By writing a1 equal to null, I have break the point with the object. Okay, by writing a1, if I break the point with the object, now the garbage collector basically come into the force and print the value. Okay, let's now save and run our program. See, finalize method has been done. So this is the small example of a finalize method. Okay, okay. Now, concept. Garbage collector meaning freeze the memory by destroying the unreachable object. Okay. Okay, this okay. Then finalize basically called before object is being finalized method is basically called before object is being destroyed. Means clean up the code. Okay. System.gc basically help us to run the finalized method. Suggest JVM to start the system.gc with the help of system.gc we run the finalized method. Okay. So this is all. This is also an important topic respective with the interview perspective because the interview generally asks, tell me about immutable class, what are the object class, what is a final, what is garbage collector. Okay, they will also ask you to write the cre- create the immutable class. Okay, so that's why this topic is necessary for the interview perspective, and in every interview you will definitely get the answer related to this topic. Okay, so go home, remember and practice this. Thank you. See you in the next session.